Good morning. My name is Lindsey Mossman, and I'm the Wellness Specialist for the Sioux Falls Police Department. I started with the Sioux Falls Police Department in May of 2023. Before starting with the police department, I was with the University of Sioux Falls as an adjunct professor and strength conditioning coach. I also played softball for and graduated from the University of Sioux Falls with a degree in exercise science, and then I went to the University of Mary to get a master's degree in clinical exercise physiology. I focused on special populations while studying at USF and UMary. That led me to apply with the Sioux Falls Police Department. Officers are always thinking about others in the community. It's their job to protect and serve, but I'm here to encourage them to prioritize their health. A career in public safety is a rewarding job, but it can also be demanding. Today, you will hear from myself and Ashley Wolfgang with the Sioux Falls Fire Rescue, explaining our roles and how we and the city are prioritizing the health and wellness of our public safety teams. You will notice that our roles and even our titles are different, but it's because our departments are different and have varying needs. Our commonality is that we strive to encourage those taking care of our community to first take care of themselves. According to research, most of us just go through a handful of traumatic events in our lifetime, while a police officer goes through dozens throughout their career. Officers dedicate their lives to the safety of the citizens of Sioux Falls and are ready to make any sacrifice, even their own health. I'm in my position to encourage them not to make that sacrifice. We need them to be at their best physically and mentally so that they can be 100% for our community. One of the things that I do in my role is I meet with anyone in the department who would like to create a personalized exercise program. This includes a step-by-step program of exercise as well as some nutrition guidance. I have worked with all areas of the spectrum of fitness, someone who is just starting out to getting back into it or who wants to challenge themselves more. I try to meet officers where they're at in their various stages of their career, so getting to know them on a ride-along, making sure that I'm making a personal connection. When officers report for shift, sometimes I'll attend lineup to give an informational session. Recently, I just did one on caffeine intake and how it can quickly get out of hand. I meet with the recruits when they first start on the job, giving them some tips to be successful, informing them of the career ahead. It's more like a marathon, not a sprint, so we have to prepare them to get ready for it and to take care of themselves through it. And then I've also helped with SWAT operators and getting prepared for their physical fitness qualification, so getting them ready for their runs, burpees, squats, all of those fun exercises. The more awareness our team has of my role, the better off we will all be, so they need to know how to find these resources and to use them when they need them. Sometimes officers are with our community members on the worst day of their lives, so it's important that the officers know that they have resources that they can turn to so they continue to be there for others. In my role, my goal is to not only help them during their career, but also help them make simple changes now that will help them when they retire. In the last year and a half, we have seen successes with my role, such as hosting our first ever First Responders Wellness and Resilience event. That was with the help of the First Responders Foundation. And we also brought on a wellness app that offers 24/7 peer support, as well as some other mental health resources. Many officers naturally have a mindset to put others first, which is great for the position that they are in to serve the community. That's also why investments in wellness for our public safety teams is so important. The more we can support our public safety teams and inform them of the resources available, the better our community will be. With that, I will turn it over to the new fire medical officer with Sioux Falls Fire Rescue, Ashley Wolfgang.
Thank you, Lindsay. Good morning. As Lindsay said, my name is Ashley Wolfgang. I'm the Sioux Falls Fire Medical Officer. I started last month with Sioux Falls Fire, and I'm honored to serve in this new role. I grew up in Sioux Falls, and medicine and healthcare have always been a part of my life. My parents have both worked at Avera for over 30 years together, and I followed in their footsteps. I studied nursing at South Dakota State University, where I got my bachelor's of science in nursing, and then later I pursued my career at my education at Morningside University, and I obtained my nurse practitioner degree. For the last 10 years, I have worked at Avera McKinnon, with the last 5 of those years being in the emergency department. It was there I developed a strong passion for helping people in high-pressure situations. This is also where I connected with many of our public health individuals in public safety. It was through one of those connections I made with a Sioux Falls firefighter who reached out and encouraged me to apply for this fire medical officer position. I've worked with many firefighters during my time in the ER, and I've always had great interactions with them. I was excited this position combined great people with a unique role that I'm able to use my nurse practitioner skills at Sioux Falls Fire. I love helping people and I love making a difference. I was able to give back to the community directly as of my role as a nurse in the ER, and now I'm excited to serve those who serve the community directly. As our department grows in the city, we are scaling our support systems. This past year alone, we've grown from just a little over 200 members to just under 300 members with the addition of the Metro Communications under Sioux Falls Fire. I feel fortunate to have a background in nursing, as it gave me experience to all sides of public safety, including the overall emergency medical services system. I have built relationships to build bridges between medical and emergency services, which I know will be a benefit to this role. So far this past month, I have been learning a lot about Sioux Falls Fire Rescue and how this team operates. I have focused on connecting further with the team, visiting the stations, as well as Metro Communications and Public Safety Campus. I have recently been able to go out and watch the live fires they've done at the Public Safety Campus, being able to see firsthand just how much the firefighters go through and how much they love their jobs. Much of my role will oversee health and wellness programs that already exist at Sioux Falls Fire Rescue to ensure the firefighters are meeting the national standards. Many health elements are already in place, but my background allows me to pull everything together to provide additional input. For example, as I get more settled into my role, I will ride along with Sioux Falls Fire Rescue crews to best assess practices in the field, such as those with the EMS systems. As our community grows, it became evident we needed someone in a full-time position focusing on health and wellness of Sioux Falls Fire, which is why I was hired. One area where we see great opportunity is in behavioral health support for our firefighters. While we're making progress in this area, it still takes time to fully develop. One of our biggest things that I will do in this role is I will walk alongside the injured firefighters throughout their recovery process, providing a familiar face and guidance to help them return to work safely. Not being able to join their team on the truck can be a big adjustment, so we want to make sure we get them back as quickly and safely as possible. One thing I'm really looking forward to in this role is the potential partnerships. We want to make sure we have the most recent research to rely to improve the health of our firefighters. Recently, I was able to attend a conference in a Science to the Stations conference at the National Fire Academy in Maryland. And this conference focused on policies to reduce firefighters' deaths and cancers. I look forward to digging into deeper in that research to benefit our teams here. It's essential that we prioritize the health of our first responders, both in the short and the long term. Healthy responders are better equipped to serve our community, and I'm excited to be a part of the next evolution in how we support them. Thank you for your time today. At this time, we'll take time for any questions that you might have.
Can you go a little further, either one of you, into maybe some of the mental health services that you provide?
Right now, we follow the national standards for firefighters, and we're looking at providing behavioral health services and assessments yearly. It's not fully developed right now, and we're working on developing it to provide services and check in on our firefighters, not just yearly, but also as needed.
In terms of police, we don't have a yearly check-in as of right now, but what we do offer is critical incident stress management debriefings and diffusings. So that's our peer support team that will kind of intervene on the calls that could be deemed or could cause trouble for an individual, a sworn officer. But outside of that, the Powerline app is what we are using, and that offers 24/7 peer support as well as mental health resources, and there is a group therapy session on there as well.
Have you heard any feedback from any police officers, firefighters through these programs?
Yes, it's when they respond to a critical situation, having that support system there has provided benefits to them for that. We're also looking at long-term health as well, trying to reduce the incidence of suicide in any firefighters nationally as well, too.
Yeah, I'll pretty much mirror that. Having the defusings, debriefings available for officers has been beneficial. We've gotten a lot of positive feedback on that. The Powerline app is totally anonymous, and we don't want to know if it's being used, because we want to protect their identity and their confidentiality when it comes to taking care of themselves. But from what I've heard on the streets it is helping.
Okay. Thank you.